Good afternoon, Diego. How are you?
Very well. You very much for inviting me to team program.
Okay, let's ask you some questions about your school days. What was your favorite subject?
I loved story because it's interest to come what our country was like before and the culture that has existed for so long.
Did you play any sports?
Yes, I al- always played basketball with my classmates. We were very good and in our last year we come out to month.
What were your hobbies?
Before I played a lot on me Nintendo and I also tried baking cakes with my mother.
Uh, how would you describe your personality when you were in school?
My classmates told me he was very friendly. He also thinks he was empathetic and likes empathy.
What didn't you like to do?
At school, I don't like to work. I don't and study for math exams because it was very difficult for to solve those exercises.
Okay, thank you very much for visiting us.
Thank you too.
Okay,
Good afternoon, Angelo. How are you?
very well. Thank you very much for investing the tonight's program.
Okay, let's ask you some question. How's your school days? What was your favorite subject?
I've always liked math because I was very good with numbers from a young age. Also at solving problems.
Did you play in sports?
Yes, but it wasn't a team sport or one where you exercised a lot. Because I played chess. I participated in many tournaments, but I didn't win any.
What were your hobbies?
Before I used to play the piano and also draw in my free time. I remember that my mother was the one that would taught me to play the piano.
How could you describe your personality when you were in school?
I remember that I was very quiet and reserved in school, but I always supported my classmates when they needed me. But I also got stressed easily.
What did you like to do?
I didn't like wearing the uniform at the school because it was uncomfortable. I didn't like going out at night because I lived far from school, and I also didn't like that the teachers give a lot of homework.
Okay, thank you very much for visiting.
Thank you too, Daniel. Dio.